The story of the origin of acting and my love for acting. Now in high school gotten so many accolades from performance and being an actress and all that jazz, and here I was in first year scraping through with 50s and 60s as a performer. What is my favorite emoji? My favorite emoji, there's this one. It's literally the most simple smiley face. It's just like this, like the face, 2 dots, and the line. And I just feel like that's my life. It's just so sarcastic. It's literally like this. I don't know what it is about it, but it gives me this energy.
Nothing lasts forever. A change will make it better.
Hello, my name is Candice Modiselle, storyteller, entertainment extraordinaire, television and radio host. I am an actress, television presenter. I am a boss-ass woman. I am a black woman doing great things, a producer, writer, director, founder of Buseta Media and the Make Room Project, and amongst many more things. I'm leaving no stone unturned, honey. The story of the origin of acting and my love for acting. So I was a young, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, very inquisitive, extremely talkative young girl. And I always loved the idea of impersonating different people and different artists that I got to experience, from your Mariah Careys and your Shakiras and just people that I really love. Britney Spears particularly. I remember being 7 years old doing, oh, babe. I mean, I probably don't sound anything like her now. But I loved entertaining my family. I loved being that beacon of awesomeness around my friends, and I had no idea that there was a lucrative career attached to that impersonation and just storytelling as a culture and as an art form. And fast forward until I was, I think, in my early teens, high school, I found theater and I fell in love with it from that onset. I mean, yes, I was doing plays and little theater productions from my primary school days, but only in high school did I start taking it seriously. And then varsity, I went full swing and studied acting and studied performance and movement, choreography and art management. And here I am today. My very first play, or my fondest and earliest memory of being on stage, it was in grade R. I was 6 years old. I don't even know if the play had a name, but I remember we were these little kids and we're singing the Rainbow Song, and I was the color red. I mean, it makes sense now because it's a color of love, it's a color of danger, yes. But I remember it was red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So I was 6 saying the word indigo, so shout out to me. Shout out to me for knowing what violet was at 6 years old. We were on. Now the kids of today are busy singing no shade, no tea. We love those tracks, but yeah, it was that play. It was lovely. I look back on it now, and God was already planting the seeds of the storyteller that I am today, and I truly cherish those moments. The evolution of Candice Modiselle, the actress. I've always thought I always thought I had the game figured out. I was very blessed very early to fall in love with acting and to also be recognized in my different environments, especially academically and in the theater spaces that I was in, as a very gifted storyteller. But you tend to get a little bit arrogant, and I realized that when I joined, or rather when I pursued my tertiary education, when I went to Wits, and in first year, now in high school gotten so many accolades from performance and being an actress and all that jazz, and here I was in first year scraping through with 50s and 60s as a performer. And that was very humbling for me because it also let me know that storytelling as an art form and being an actress is more than just a self-indulgent performance. And and I think that's what we tend to get wrong sometimes. But it's about being honest, and it's about being raw, and it's about not making the story about you all the time. And I was humbled to have learned and unlearned a lot of the habits that I'd picked up over the years of being a presentational performer, and now it's about internalizing stories and making the story yours, and understanding that the story belongs not only to you, but it belongs to a real person, because a lot of the things that we perform are real things that exist in real time to real people, and allowing people into that space to be able to relate to you and to have a cathartic release and an experience that they can draw from. It's that surrender to the gift of storytelling that's allowed me to become the actress that I am today, and I'm still learning. I'm nowhere near where I think I should be. I haven't touched the ceiling just yet, and I don't think I ever will. When I think of one funny moment in my theatre and performance history, I'm having to track 17 years of me being a performer and finding one moment, and the one that simply comes to mind is back in high school. I was one of many amazing pool of actresses at Macaulay House, under the wing, the guidance, and the teachings of the amazing Azura Courtenay, who's played such a vital role in me being where I am today. And I recall, once upon a time, we had a theater production. And in this theater production, it was our exams. We have our practicals and all that jazz. And I'm such a performer and all that jazz. Come on, girl. And I got dared to run across the stage with no clothes on. I was in high school, mind you. And maybe I shouldn't be saying this out loud because, it is also a Catholic school. But needless to say, it was a very carefree, fun memory. There were no audience members when this happened. It was during a rehearsal, a tech rehearsal, between the ladies and I, and rightfully so. I ran across the stage with no clothes on in the hall. So that has to be one thing to all the ladies that were there. They know. They know. And that was pretty dope. These are the words that I want to leave with anyone, any young performer, anyone who wants to invest in the world of storytelling, whether it be theater or screen mediums. Know your why. The first thing and the most important thing is to know your why. Know why you want it. Know why you feel like you're called to do it. Because I think far too many people tend to get into the creative world because they feel like there are some social benefits as far as maybe climbing up in social status, fame, fortune, and all of that stuff, which may be a great benefit, but it isn't the only benefit. And I think it's a byproduct of the work that you put in. And when it gets tough, when you're not getting the bookings, when you're going to all these auditions and you're going to these callbacks and you're not getting called back and all of that stuff, the why is what will sustain you. The why is what will keep you. The why is what will push you. When you're leaning on external validation, which unfortunately is what our industry is rooted in, which is tough, the why will keep you there. Also, your beauty, ladies, may get you the job, but it won't keep the job. And I think that goes for everyone. Don't do it for superficial reasons. Do it because you feel like there's a higher purpose that is calling you to it, because what we do is asip up in place. Asip up in place, it's long hours, it's tough work, it's investing, it's making ourselves vulnerable all the time. So ground yourself fully, invest in it. You would rather be prepared and not have the opportunity than have the opportunity and not be prepared. So while you're waiting, work, always.